Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally over. The Sonyverse is dead. All of this shit that we've been getting for the last, 8 years, it's over. They are done making these movies. Is what I wish I could say. There is some truth to this though, because Sony Pictures CEO confirms that they will be fresh rebooting the Spider-Man universe spin-off films after Kraven the Hunter flopped. I mean, you didn't know that after fucking Morbius or Madam whatever. But that's where I'm very skeptical about this whole thing, because they said fresh rebooting, but what does this mean? Well, we actually kind of know what this could be leading into. Long gone are the days where they're going to make movies about D-list Spider-Man characters like everyone's favorite El Muerto starring Bad Bunny. This was a movie that was going to be made. Or the Hypno Hustler starring Childish Gambino. This was also going to be made, but it's not being made anymore. I think they've seen what has worked out of all the Sony films, and the main thing that has worked is the Spider-Verse films. These are some of the greatest animated and superhero films of all time, so yeah, this makes sense. First thing that's important to know is that Sony has wanted to make a Spider-Man universe of films for the longest time. The funniest example is back when the emos got leaked during the TASM era. They wanted to make an Aunt May spin-off film. You can look this up, I'm not lying about this. But everyone has said for the longest time, you don't have to make movies about these C-D-list characters. You have the entire Spider-Verse at your disposal. Which with recent projects, I think is what they're going to be doing by this quote-unquote rebooting the Spider-Man spin-off universe or whatever. With Spider-Noir obviously being hype as hell, black and white, you can switch the colors, that's such a cool concept, and the trailer looks cool as hell too. To a Gwen Stacy film being in development as well, specifically a Spider-Gwen film, yeah, do that. Focus on these other characters in the Spider-Verse. It makes sense. These are different variants of Spider-Man who can carry their own in a film, and their universes are interesting enough to look into. Another example of this is them making an animated Venom film that's going to be R-rated. That's such a cool idea. I think that's the route they should be going in. But again, I think the Spider-Verse is the thing that they should be looking into. Hear me out. What about a Spider-Man 2099 animated show or movie in an anime art style similar to Cyberpunk Edge Runners? That would be the coolest shit ever. That's something that they should be doing. But whatever they do with this quote-unquote reboot of the Spider-Man universe or whatever the hell they want to do, just don't touch Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They've always been trying to do this, bringing Vulture into the Morbius movie. It's so weird. Leave this be. Leave this in the MCU. And if you want full control over a Spider-Man or a series of movies involving Spider-Man, you have the Spider-Verse. And you know what? If only you had a Spider-Man that hasn't had a finished series of films yet, and general audiences know that, yes, this is a different universe and won't get confused due to a film releasing, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago that explained all this. If only you had that. Come on, bro. Overall, I am skeptical about them quote-unquote rebooting, but at the same time, at least we're done with all the Morbius, Kraven, and Madam Web bullshit. Come on, bro. I think we can all be happy about that.